What's happening, everybody? It's Saturday night. We are live. If we can get the damn camera fixed. There we go. Now we are live. Now we'll see how it goes. Anyhow, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? So we are, I guess you guys are here with me, in chill mode. Trying to get something going on here. This ain't gonna work, I don't think. Alright, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Started driving today and got a trainer. Congratulations, sir. That is a good start. What's going on, Gregory? Waiting on my trainer for TNT. I assume that's what Eugene means. What's up, Bags? How you doing, Alex? Let me mute this volume. So I am chilling tonight. Chad Rich is in the house. Hanging out. Hale, Hale, I don't really have anything to say about it. I mean, I've talked to him. Matter of fact, next time I go through Tulsa and I have some time, we're gonna stop playing around the golf together. Cajuns up in Billings. Headed to Salt Lake, then Jersey. There you go. I am in Indianapolis. Chad left me. Chad left you. What? I thought Chad was going for. I thought you were going to take, or I thought y'all were going. I don't know who all was. I don't know what exactly the plan was, but Chad said something about y'all were going out for crab legs tonight. I would have been 30, Alex. 30. Thank you, Hale. Going on, Phil? He decided to nap. Hey, I napped good today, guys. I got up about 1:30 this morning. Took off driving. And it was funny because my appointment was at 10 here in Indianapolis. I was still 380 miles away. And right about the time I started getting tired, I got a message. And comes across the radio. It says, incoming message. Would you like it to be read? I said yes. It said, are you up? I already knew who it was. My good buddy, Mr. Chad Rich. He was up, so I talked to him, killed some time this morning. Congratulations, John. John P. passed thanks to Chad Rich. Lots of people coming in, lots of people passing tests. There you go. Rich Bags 2020, keep America real. So, I am just kind of hanging out. I pick up a load tomorrow at some time. I don't even remember what time it is now. Let's see if we can take a little peek, see what time I pick up my load tomorrow. Because honestly, I don't even know. It's probably ready. It's probably ready over there. Picking up over there in Greenfield at Smith's. Well, it's Armour, but it's Farmland Foods. 1600 tomorrow. Sunday, 1600. So I had 24. I had about 27 hours of downtime. A lot of downtime this weekend, guys. I don't know if the holiday came into play or not. But it's just a little 300-mile load, pays $900. Goes up to Cleveland area. It'll get off Monday, give me almost $4,000 for the week. Cody, it's crazybags357@gmail.com. So, what he said, Greg said, where can I get a shirt? All right, Greg, here's the deal. We're going to give 3 of these away. All right? We're going to give 3 shirts away for the month of July. So all you got to do in order to qualify to possibly receive one of the 3 shirts we're going to give away is be a subscriber of both me and Chad Rich. And then hit the like button on our videos and write Rich Bags 2020 in the comments. That's what you have to do, guys, to get in the running for these shirts. All right? So be a subscriber of my channel, a subscriber of Chad Rich's channel. Watch our videos, hit the like buttons, and in the comment section, write Rich Bags 2020. Of the comment section of the videos, guys, not in the lives. And so we're at the end of next month, we're going to give away 3 shirts. So we'll let the people know. We will get their sizes so we make sure we get them the right size, and some contact information then. I'm in the, well, you guys can't really see that TV, so. But anyways, yes, so I'm just chilling, guys. I took a good nap today, went and got a good shower, man. I needed a shower in a bad way. Them baby wipes just weren't cutting it no more. So I got me a real good shower. And then, so here's what I found out today. So I cooked ribeyes again today. And I don't know if you can't even see, if you can see that, if you can see, actually I was able to char the meat up a little bit this time. This is for tomorrow. I just went ahead and cooked both of them. So what I found about my skillet is this. If you leave the truck running, you can run the skillet at 400 degrees and char your meat up. So I do not put any kind of spices on my steak, guys. I cook my steak, I use A1 sauce and a little bit of salt. That is it. Hoppy needs big boy size. Well, right now I'm not going to be vaping any juice because look, it's empty. I wanted to check this coil. Was the main reason I let it go ahead and get empty. Let me look in this coil and see what it's looking like down in there. I think this coil's about due. I've been puffing on this coil for 9 days. I might get one more tank out of it, see what it tastes like. Let me grab my juice real quick. I think I'm gonna vape the watermelon strawberry today. So yeah, you guys, that electric skillet, let me fix this, guys. Put it up a little bit higher. Maybe. Jeez Louise. So yeah, that electric skillet works really good with the truck running. Really good with the truck running. No, Christy, I've never made my own vape juice. I have not. So Brown got a 2020 International, because I know some people were asking about that the other day. So Mr. Brown got a brand new 2020 International. He's a company driver, and he took his first load to Springfield. I think Chad might have seen him today. Me and Chad were on the phone, and someone came up and started talking to him, and I thought it was Brown by the sound of his voice, but I'm not positive. Let me get that TV out of there, guys. I mean, I like these different ones. I bet you it's pretty cheap though to do it yourself, isn't it? Yeah, that don't surprise me. So let me hold on. Let me go back up and see where someone wrote that. Nicotine. Let me screenshot that into this phone. All right. That way I know where to go look for that. So that way I know where to go look. So yeah, cooked steak tonight. Had mashed potatoes. Cleaned everything up. So how's the workout going? Well, Alex, it's going pretty darn good, buddy. I feel good. I got a lot of energy. I feel good. I've been eating a lot. So that, I've been eating a lot, but they say that's okay. Everybody talked to you said, don't worry about it. Just keep eating. Just make sure you keep pumping protein. Just eat the right stuff, you know. Eat. Just make sure you're not eating a bunch of freaking carbs and fat. You know, make sure you got a lot of high protein in there. Yeah, Christy, I'm going to look into it. Because I haven't been able to find a good... well, I haven't really checked anywhere, guys. I'll just be honest with you. I go to Vapor World in Springfield next to Walmart. And that's pretty much it. So me and Brown found a really good banana strawberry in Oregon that he bought. And it was just a little tiny bottle. We vaped the whole bottle in a day and a half between two of us. And it was really good. But I bought a banana gooseberry in Springfield, and I did not like it. I didn't like it. Did not like it. But I will tell you, I'm using a triple coil in this right now. And what an amazing difference. Hi, Miss Joyce. How are you today? Miss Joyce, me and Chad Rich are giving away 3 shirts. All you have to qualify is be a subscriber to my channel, his channel. Watch our videos all month long, the month of July. Hit the like button on them and comment Richbags 2020 in the comment section of the videos as they come out. My favorite, it seems the easiest for me to vape, is the Dead President's brand. And as you can see, it's really clear. Yeah, it's a really clear liquid. Chad, I can send you where to get it. You're right there in Springfield. You can go get it right now. Or tomorrow, I guess. Since you're going to be in Springfield still. So the DMV crashed today, everybody, in Missouri. And although John passed, he was not able to get his CDL. And so Chad's going to be stuck again in Springfield. It's rough, man. PSD is so rough on a lease operator. $80-20. I'm pretty sure this is $80-20. No, this is $70-30. Since you're going to be here if access jokes. Believe me, I am not joking about it because I've been in them shoes. I am not laughing at Chad Rich. It just bugs me. I'm laughing because I don't know what else to do. Because it bugs me that the testing part of PSD eats lease operators up and they can't figure out how to change it. That's all. So there's nothing else I can do about it except giggle a little. It sucks. But believe me, I've been there. I know the feeling. It sucks. Sucks bad. You know? Why am I the VP? Because Chad's the one who started the whole Rich Backs 2020. Mr. Chad Rich started it. Yeah, Hoppy, they should be able to do something. I mean, shit, man. There's got to be some way to figure it out. So someone asked about Brown. Brown went company. Brown is a company driver. I talked to him yesterday. He told me he was going to run company for about a month and feel it out, but he would probably go lease in the near future. Well, Greg, yeah, you can do that too. You could do that. Hoppy, you ain't right. Oh my God. Hoppy! That was some funny shit though, man. I have not seen Nene's new video. Guys, I literally slept all day. Like I said, I got up at 1 in the morning. I drove. I was in Pennsylvania still. And I drove out here to Indianapolis, made my delivery, and then came over here to the Flying J. And then took a nap because I was really tired. And I went in a little bit ago and took a shower, and I came out here and ate. But the only thing I have to do between now and Monday morning is 300 miles, so I'm good. How's Tow Truck Jess? She got a continuance on her court case. She now has the money for a lawyer. She is also going to take some of the money that was raised and reimburse the family for the funeral expenses for the woman who passed away in the accident, because she said, it was an accident. It's not anybody's fault. It was an accident. And so she's going to do that as well, because so much money was raised. And hopefully she'll get a good lawyer and it'll be taken care of. She raised almost $50,000, guys, in like 3 days. All right, Kiana, have a safe night. Hopefully it is very uneventful. Surprised David's not in here tonight. He must be sleeping. I see his wife was here. I saw Melissa was in here. Wonder how David's student's doing. I haven't asked him, or how many miles he's got done or anything. So tomorrow is my first weigh-in. Help, what? Will help with what, buddy? What's going on, Justin? Tomorrow is my first weigh-in for the health and fitness. I'm scared because I don't know if I lost any weight. Doing what he loves. Wow, done this week already. They did good then. Truck stops in New Jersey. Bordentown, man. That's about it. You got that Petro and that Love's right there in Bordentown. That's where I always stay in Jersey. Oh, Kiana must still be at the yard. Kiana, you get stuck one of those Clarksville, Arkansas loads? Greg's lost weight flatbedding. That doesn't surprise me. Like Kiana say, I can't go live till I reach 1,000 subs. Should pub chewed up the computer cord. That's not good. Yeah, so Kiana's going, dropping to Walmart, picking up at Tyson. So she's probably going to Clarksville, Arkansas, and then going to Russellville, Arkansas to pick up. That's just a guess. Arkansas is so weird with Tyson, you can never guess, because they've got there's 10 plants down there. I am not at the Prime NASCAR event. I guess that's coming up in a couple weeks. They're going to do that. Yeah, tight but doable. Yeah, it can be. Oh, you're going to Bentonville. I don't know if I've ever been to Bentonville. Tyson Trucker, you're staying overnight. Nice. Yeah, Greg, flatbed ain't no joke, man. You got to give it to the flatbedders. It is no fun tarping and everything else. Trucking Geek, I have no idea. I do have a little news for you all. Prime is now hiring company drivers out of the state of California. So if you live in the state of California, you now can come to work at Prime, but you have to be a company driver. You cannot be a lease operator, all right? But they are hiring company drivers out of the state of California. As far as I know right now, that's the only one that I have confirmation on. There is a little rumor out there that the Peach State will be opening up soon as well, if it hasn't already. But I have not personally confirmed that. But California, I can confirm to you, is open. They are hiring out of California for company drivers. And I do believe that Peach State will be opening up. So Legend Killer, what's up, Bags? How's the new Peak getting 10 with mine? I ran 65 miles an hour from, where was I? I was in Pennsylvania, guys, but I don't remember where. No, I wasn't in Pennsylvania. I was in Virginia. So I delivered in Maryland, is actually technically where I was in Maryland. I delivered in Maryland, picked up in Maryland, and I did 65 miles an hour back to Indianapolis and got 8.8 miles to the gallon at 65. Yeah, they're always hiring out of Galveston. You shouldn't have any issues out of Galveston. What's the progress on the Volvos? Trucking Geek couldn't tell you. You hear different stories from everybody, but I can tell you this. We have a subscriber who's got a Volvo. Damn it, I missed him. And he's been in the shop 3 times in a month. So, no thank you. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. My shirt? What do you think it says? Hold on, let me get it. Oh, shit, I don't even know if I can do it. Rich Bags 2020. Keep America real, baby. Yes, Edward, Florida is still frozen at this moment. Florida is still frozen at this moment. I'm looking to move to Sevierville in September. Yes, guys, that is Sevierville. It's not Seaverville. But looking to move to Sevierville in September. What are the residency requirements for Prime? You have to have the license from the state you reside in, okay, Christy? That's it. As long as you are holding a license from the state you reside in, you're good. Well, I mean, Trucking Geek, I don't know. I got 15,000 miles on mine. And the only problem I had was that sensor for some reason. So what happened was, me and Brown idled one day on accident. It wasn't even on purpose. It was really hot out. We were at a customer. I'd left the truck running. He jumped in the top bunk. I was in the driver's seat messing with something. We were waiting to get loaded. And I crawled in the back. And we both passed out with the truck running. So the truck sat there and idled for like 5 hours. It did a parked regen, but for some reason it didn't register something in there with the sensor. And so we had a light on. That was it. Coca-Cola, yeah, Coca-Cola's a good company. Will idles every night. Yeah, I don't idle. I just run my APU. No, that will not be considered over-the-road experience. That will not be considered over-the-road experience. Look, I love my Peterbilt. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love this bed. This bed is so damn comfortable. I love this amount of space in here. I love the way it rides. No issues out of it at all. You know, the last month for me, really the month plus, have been, you know, I've made a lot of changes, guys. Number one, I went to a vape over a cigarette. It was probably the hardest, right? I mean, this is probably the hardest thing I've done. Now I don't even think about it. And I'll be honest with you, there are times that I'll drive 5 hours and never touch this thing. So that's pretty good. Number two is I transferred from my Freightliner to my Peterbilt. So far that's worked out for me. And yeah, no one drives my Peter like me, Troy. Number three, I started the health and fitness. And I have been pounding that thing every single day. I've been doing that. Matter of fact, my watch is telling me right now, my watch is asking me about, telling me to close my rings. So, total steps today, 6,339. 3.42 miles, 3 flights of stairs, and 17 minutes of functional training. So that is today. That is what I did today. It says I burned 630 calories. I did 40 minutes of exercise, and I was standing for 9 to 12 hours. The standing part is wrong. I don't know why, but for some reason my watch thinks I'm standing when I'm driving. Maybe because the steering wheel moves. I don't know. I don't know. Well, they count 2 years as coach driving, motor coach driving. David, now for over the road. You got to have over the road experience in an 18-wheeler. (2020) 13 speed. I mean, I guess technically mine's 13 speed, right? It's got 12 forward gears in reverse. That's 13 speed. Correct, Justin. Yeah, I just had that light, but I mean, there was no problems. There's Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, we were just speaking about you. I was telling him you got a 2020 International. Any suggestions for a mini fridge? Hey, Will, what kind of truck is it? So Brown's 20 miles from Springfield. I don't remember what kind of truck Will has, guys. He probably set it up here, but I missed it. A newer one? Is it a 19 or 20 model? So Brown went company, guys. He's got a 2020 International, 2018 Freightliner. If it's got the big spot, just go to Walmart and buy you a fridge. If it's got that little bitty spot, you got to buy the one that fits in there, man. It's expensive as hell. It is very expensive. Yeah, Will, just go buy one at Walmart, man. So I've got, shit, okay. So this is my first, I lost my train of thought for just a minute. This is my first week solo. And as of Monday morning, I should have right at $4,000 in revenue. So if I can get one more little hop in for $500 or $600, guys, this could be a really good week. Could be a really good week. Oh, nice, Greg. Greg got one with a fridge already built in. Yeah, you're welcome, Brown. So I took my fridge that was like 10 months old and the other one, and I gave it to Brown. So it's back at Springfield at the detail shop waiting for him to pick it up. Will, how big of an inverter you got? I'm trying to remember where Will went to work. I think he went to CR England or Swift. Yeah, you can get your CDL. Yeah, I mean, I have a 1,000-watt microwave in mine, is what I've got, and it runs fine off 1,500-watt inverter with the APU running or the truck running. Has to be one or the other though. Hello, Hank. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Thank you, Hale. You Brown misses the Pete. It's a nice truck, ain't it? I love this truck. Yeah, I love this truck, guys. It's been a good truck. A lot of room solo. A ton of room. And when I get home and I get a bunch of this crap off this top bunk, I'll be able to fold it up, halfway fold it, and it'll just really open up in here. No, Will, no. I have a 1,500-watt inverter. I don't ever unplug nothing. The only thing I can't do is I can't run the microwave and the PlayStation 4 at the same time. So if I'm gonna cook, I gotta cook before I play on the PlayStation 4. Which, look, Brown will tell you, and Stefan will tell you, they've been the PlayStation 4 was never turned on the whole time they were on the truck. I think the last time that PlayStation 4 was even turned on was in January. So, it's been a while. No, you get to pick. No, Truck Geek, you get to pick your truck. Will, it has a tiny freezer on it. It's not very big. I did not buy the separate freezer yet, but I'm going to. So Troy, the air fryer pulls too much for a 1,500-watt inverter. Even with the truck running, everything, it just didn't do well. So Hoppy got one of the freezers. All right, Chad Rich. Hey guys, make sure you subscribe to Chad Rich's channel, because that's one of the requirements to be in the running for the shirts, is you have to be a subscriber to Chad Rich. So we're gonna give away 3 shirts at the end of July. And all you have to do is be a subscriber to both my channel and Chad Rich's channel. And then throughout the entire month, watch our videos, hit the like buttons, and write Rich Bags 2020 in the comments section of those videos. I'll be giving him a hard time. Chad's going to be starving. Switch out 3,000 watts, same hookup. I won't talk about that on a YouTube video, legend. But yeah, 3,000 watt inverter should be able to handle everything. Yeah, Aces too. At least you get the truck payment deferred for that week. I'm vaping strawberry watermelon. Strawberry watermelon hard candy. Mouth-watering watermelon strawberry hard candy is technically the name of it. Gosh. Yeah, Tyler, this will be different for you then, buddy. Ever tried the vape liqueur? No, I have not tried vape liquor or liqueur, however you want to say it. People say it different ways, depending on what they're talking about. That's right, just over broke. Job just over broke. Trucking is a career, and the biggest way to tell when something is a career is when it is a different lifestyle, all right? Trucking is a lifestyle, so therefore it is a career, you know? It is. So trucking is a lifestyle, guys. It really is. From your home life to the road life to managing both of it. It's a big deal. Shit, I would have ran it. I would have run 25 miles in 40 minutes. You'd have made that easily. You could have been sitting at the yard, Brown. Debbie says rabbits everywhere. She must be at the terminal because there is rabbits all over the freaking terminal right now. I noticed that the other day. Oh, you're welcome, Tyler. Hey, look, that's why I put those pre-trip videos and stuff out there, guys. That's why I do these lives to answer questions. So y'all understand what's going on. Brown's right. Zanesville, Ohio. I've been there a few times. Be shooting rabbits. How much weight have I lost? Jason, I weigh in for the first time tomorrow. So tomorrow will be officially 1 week that I've been on the health and fitness, and I will weigh in the morning. So we have a really cool scale. I'm going to show you guys. I'll show you guys the scale. It's an Ironman Interscan body composition monitor is what it's called. And it's really freaking cool. I can't use it in the truck though. So, because the surface isn't hard enough on the floor, you have to take it outside of the truck and weigh yourself. On the ground outside. So in the morning I will do that. So in the morning sometime tomorrow, I will do that. See if I can get this shirt in here. Hold on, guys. I got had a tablet right there I was not using for anything. No, I can't get the shirt in there, guys. I tried. It's not happening. Shirt's not happening. Just the top of it. Appreciate that. Hale, I will tell you it's very difficult. It's very difficult. Now, both of my boys who I have a relationship with, y'all know I did a video a long time ago, a few months back. Very beginning of Brown's training, I talked about my oldest son that I do not have a relationship with. But my two boys that I have a relationship with, they've only known this. So it hasn't been difficult for them. So the oldest one is 18 now. He was 4 when I started driving a truck. So this is all he really remembers. And then my little one, I was driving when he was born. So it's literally all he knows. He spends a lot of time with Daddy on the phone through the, FaceTime. But he does enjoy it when I come home. Yeah, Will, I don't have any problems with the fridge, microwave, running the TV. Nothing. Robert, I feel a lot better since I started the fitness program. Will, I didn't mean to. Hoppy, that's a good idea in the morning. Yeah, Legend Killer, that's what he told us to buy a cutting board. I'm just going to do it outside. I have no problem running the TV, the fridge, the microwave. Look, the only thing I can't do is have on the PlayStation 4 and run the microwave. That's the only thing. I got to turn off the PlayStation and run the microwave. Yeah, Chad's having a hell of a go of it, guys. Chad Rich is. He's been stuck in Springfield now for going on a week. So Will got a $1,000 check. Very nice. Oh, wait a minute. Someone's on a fitness program. I'm on the fitness program too, fitting this 20-piece nugget in my mouth. Oh, I thought you were serious. That's shitty. I have a skillet. I have an electric skillet I've been using this week. I just started using it this week. I've been cooking steak. I cooked steak in it this week. I do have an electric skillet. I don't know. It's up there. You guys saw it. I made a video. So yes, I am cooking on an electric skillet, which works great with the truck running. All right, guys? So if you're in a prime truck, run your truck when you cook in the skillet, all right? In the electric skillet, if you have one, run your truck. The APU will only carry it with the inverter like at 300 or less. But if you start the truck up and crank the idle up, which I did today, I cranked it up to 975 on the idle. Man, that thing cooked great at 400. So how was those steaks on the skillet? Yeah, Will, I'm sure it did. I don't use oil or nothing like that. But it got to 400 today, and it did great. I mean, my steaks were seared on the outside, medium rare on the inside. It was wonderful. Wonderful. Chris, every Friday. You can attend that class every Friday, guys. If any of y'all interested in going to the health and fitness class, the orientation is every Friday. But you must go online to, is it primehealthandfitness.com or something? And fill out the information and send it in first. Hoppy, I'm going to look into that. You know, matter of fact, let me screenshot that so I remember it. Just push up for the table. What percentage of Lowe's owner operators get? 72% DL. Do I make smoothies? No, I do not make smoothies. Kelly, I did get an air fryer. It pulled too much. This air fryer right here, it pulls too much wattage. All right. So that's the Magic Chef air fryer. Does what is it? 6.5 cord, I think. It pulls too much wattage. It cannot run in the truck, even with the truck running. Even with the truck running. Chris, I know it says that, but when I went, he told me it's every Friday. 1500 watt inverter, Kelly. That's all we've got in these. This Freemax. This is a Freemax tank, and what I like about it is they have, it's not, you know, most of these just have like a single coil. This one has double, triple, and quad coils, so the taste is like amazing out of it. You can like really taste your juice. Hey Brown, you need to go to this tank, by the way, buddy. I'm telling you, you'd like it. Prime does have a CDL refresher, but it does require a lot of miles. I'll just be honest with you. I think it's 60,000 freaking miles now. So Will's at another company, so he can put like as big as inverter as he wants on his. Prime only wants us to run 1500 watt inverters. We can run an 1800 watt, but they don't want you running any higher than 1800 watts, period. Do I have a CB in my truck? I do not have a CB in my truck. I do not. If I can flip it around, I'll show you. Yeah. There's the CB spot, guys. It's empty. It's got napkins in it. The CB location in my truck has napkins in it. Lots more room in here, man. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up, comment in it when the video closes out. and it uploads. Make sure you go back later and comment in it, Richbags 2020. Tyler, for the TNT phase, yes. Technically, Tyler, it's 60,000 miles, okay? But your PSD phase, they give you credit. They give you a 10,000 mile credit for doing the PSD phase with a prime instructor. So that's why it's 50 in the TNT phase, because you get a 10,000 mile credit for the PSD phase. So, what's going on, Horn? What did we miss out on doing? How much would you potentially miss out on doing the 60,000 miles if you give an estimate? DL, I don't know. DL, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know how it compares to Schneider or JB Hunt. I have no idea. It is not July yet. We're going to go ahead and start it now. With the mesh coils. Tanker Yanker. Nice, Zach. I like that name, buddy. I like that name, man. Why no CB in my truck? Because CBs have pretty much turned into garbage. But I think I am going to go ahead and get another one and put it in here. I'm just going to get a nice one this time. Am I going to run solo for the rest of the year? Yes, Will. I am going to be running solo for the rest of the year. So all of my videos that I do, my recorded videos, will all be like solo oriented, or they'll be on my health and fitness, stuff like that. I'm going to do a weekly recap. I stopped doing money videos when I was training because it wasn't a fair reflection on the earning potential at Prime for a solo driver. And so what happened was I was doing the videos talking about what I was making as a trainer, and then people were coming here and they were messaging me going, hey, I can't make that kind of money here. Well, I mean, I did a disclaimer in all my videos about you can't do this as solo. You know, this is trainer pay. People weren't connecting it. So I quit doing the money videos when I was training. But I will do weekly recaps as a solo driver so that people coming in can see exactly what I'm making as a solo operator here at Prime. I love the windshield curtains, guys. It makes it so much cooler in here. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Appreciate that. Making some backing videos. Troy, you're right. Yeah, some people you got to really spell it out for them. No, Tyler, you take your truck home with you, buddy. Greg, I'll let you know that the percentage difference between solo and TNT driving. I will let you know what the difference is. Here's what I know. I made whatever I made in 2017. I'll have to rewatch the video because I don't remember, 70-something thousand, I believe, 73,000 or whatever. Last year I made, that was my first year at Prime. Last year I made 113,000 as a trainer. Now that was PSD and TNT. So I made about 40 grand more so 55% more or so. But that was also my first year in 2017. I know the system now. So I wouldn't be surprised as a solo operator this year if I easily make over $90,000. Yeah, Truck Geek always, man. Always. I always let everybody know what area of the country I'm running in. Yeah, Tyler, you can do that. You just have to be able to check on your truck and make sure it's okay, make sure it's not somewhere it's going to get towed, all that stuff. 90K, what would be the revenue? Probably about, for 90,000, I'd say the revenue is going to have to run about 200 grand, $200,000 to $205,000. When did I come to Prime Inc? February 13th of 2017. How you finishing, chat student? No, sir. Look, I've had multiple opportunities, guys. The student that I was gonna finish, I talked about in the last couple of weeks, and that I decided not to, was Tulsa Trucker. Okay, I was in contact with Tulsa Trucker. His name's Chuck. I was in contact with Chuck about finishing his training. I have some stuff planned this summer that would have like really extended his training out a lot longer than it needed to be. And so he just kind of decided, hey, enjoy your summer. I'm just going to do my own thing. And so he has decided that, you know, trucking just isn't maybe his thing. And he doesn't, look, I'll be honest with you guys, Tulsa Trucker doesn't need to truck. Right? He's got a lot of things going on in life. He's a very successful individual. I think he did it more for the I think he wanted to do it more for the experience of trucking. So he was the one I considered. Now there was a student who contacted me this week who only needed 6,000 miles. If we would have been on the old system, I would have finished his training. He is a subscriber. He has 6,000. It's Phoenix Rising, for those of you that have been around a while. He has 6,000 miles left on his TNT. If we'd have been underneath the old system where at 30,000 I could have brought him into upgrade, I would have finished his 6,000 miles for him, with him. But the problem is his 6,000 miles to get to 30 is going to turn into 14 or 15,000 miles by the time they actually approve him to come in and upgrade. All right, Debbie, have a good night. So someone asked me 113 before or after taxes. That was before taxes. It was 113 before taxes. Taxes was $19,000. Okay, so take 20 grand off that, takes it down to 93 plus one, $94,000 net last year after taxes, guys. $94,000 after taxes. So if you think about it, 71 and 94, it was only $23,000 extra training. That was a good point. I hadn't thought about that. So yeah, $23,000 after, at the end. That's how it washed out. So about 30% more, 33% more training. Something like that. Your fast is rich. I wish I was rich. Far from rich, buddy. Far from rich. The mileage difference. Shit, I don't even know if I had that number right now. When am I starting my company? Guys, I got all kinds of stuff going on in my head as far as my future. And I probably will get an LLC in the next few months. So that will probably happen for a couple reasons. I'm going to attach it to my truck. I'm going to attach it to my YouTube. I'm going to attach it to my Instagram. I'm going to attach it to a lot of different things. Anywhere I have income coming in, I'm going to put underneath the umbrella of my LLC. How much money have I made since I started trucking? $1 million. No, I have not made $1 million since I started trucking. In my lifetime, yes, I probably have made $1 million. But probably more than that, to be honest with you. Because I had some pretty good jobs in my early 20s. No, Chris, they get a higher okay. Let me explain how this works, guys. So BLC, RST, they give you a higher percentage of the line haul. They're getting a percentage of the line haul from Prime, okay? I'm getting 72% of what Prime gets, okay? So Prime gives RST 90%, and then they give their driver 80%. Trust me, I'm still getting more of that line haul money. That's just reality. The more hands you have in the kettle, guys, the less money there is, right? The 100,000 mile guarantee. I don't know, Tyler. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, buddy. Junior's not a millionaire either, I promise you. But Junior has a plan to one day become one. I can tell you that. There's owner. I don't know who the hell's getting 28%. That would suck. But yeah, I get 72%. I get 72%. Woody over at RST just bought his 8th truck. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys that have a lot of trucks. Junior here at Prime, he's got 3 trucks now. I guess Woody's got his 8th. LaShawn Parks has, I think, like 7 or 8 trucks leased on at Prime. There's a lot of guys that got multiple trucks. There's another guy here, he's not a YouTuber, he's an older guy I met. He's got 5. Forced dispatch for company drivers, DPG, that's it. I'm not forced dispatch. Well, Will, let me tell you, I'll tell you this. All right, Troy, have a good night. So how many? Yes, Life Roller, it is. Yes. It's like 6, I mean, it's like 6 inches wider or longer or something, but you can feel it. Tyler, I don't know anything about that. You'd have to call a recruiter on that or Success Leasing or something. Christy, how does that work with multiple trucks? So, Christy, if I own multiple trucks, say I have 3 trucks that I own. For one, they can't be walkaway leases. Okay, none of them. Okay? None of the trucks can be walkaway leases. All right? The leases have to be leased to own or they have to be owned outright trucks. All right? You can lease them out of Prime. You can bring drivers in. Those drivers become Prime employees. Okay. Why does Prime do that? Why does Prime not just let you hire somebody and stick them in your truck? Because they're going to be hauling Prime freight. Prime wants to make sure they get paid properly, okay? So Prime wants to have their hands in the kettle to make sure that who's delivering their freight is getting paid. So Prime requires your drivers to become Prime employees. Prime pays them the agreed upon amount, and then takes it from you, okay? And that way Prime make sure that they're not going to get into any legal trouble because you're not paying your drivers. All right, so that's why they require them to become Prime employees. And they also have access to the Prime insurance that way and everything else. So that, I mean, it kind of helps them out too. Yes, Will, that is correct. So Junior gets 72% of what his trucks do, and then Prime pays his drivers the agreed upon amount between him and his drivers. Yes, they get company benefits, everything. Yep, they do. Yeah, they qualify for company benefits and everything. Yeah. No, David H is a company driver. Yeah, David H is a company driver. No, Jason, their health insurance is not for lease drivers. They have a representative on site that will help you find health insurance. He's located in campus. He's in that little corner office. If you walk in the back doors, go past the simulator room, the interview area and all that, the little HR area, he's in that corner office on the right before you go around that curve. Well, once they're paid off, here's the deal, guys. If you're getting 72%, by the time you pay the truck and pay the driver, there's really nothing left. Okay? There's really not. Maybe a couple $100 every week. So, like, I'm guessing, guys. I don't know numbers. Okay? This is just me thinking. I've done the math myself, but I don't know the actual numbers for some of these people. But if you have 3 trucks, you're driving one and the other 2 guys are driving the other, you only want those trucks to break even until they're paid off. Okay? The goal is the end game when you have multiple trucks. The goal is to get the trucks paid off, because then you make your money, because then you no longer have truck payment and you're only paying the driver. And then those trucks are turning you a profit of $1,200 or $1,300 a week a piece. Phil, it would be at least 3 years, because I did a walkaway lease on this truck for 3 years. So it would be at least 3 years before I consider doing lease purchase. Now, if I did it, when this truck is up in 3 years, what I would do is I would take all of the money I get back from this truck, because when you do a 3-year lease on a truck at Prime, when you turn that truck in, as long as it's in good condition, you're going to get a large chunk of money back from Prime. Prime's going to write you a check. All right? For could be as much as $25,000. Well, I'll have been a Prime 5 years, so I'll be able to lease purchase trucks with like $9,000 down. I'll take $25,000 and turn it into 2 lease purchase trucks, brand new ones. Put a driver in one and drive the other. That's what I will do. That's my plan. All right. That is my plan. So in 3 years, I hope to have 2 brand new lease purchase trucks here at Prime. Well, the main reason I did it on the Peterbilt is because our Peterbilts were having so many problems. I didn't want to get into a lease purchase in a truck that ended up having major issues. No, Tyler, you do not. So, yeah, so that's my plan. I'm going to do the walkaway lease on this for 3 years. When I get the money back, I'm going to turn that into 2 lease purchase trucks. One for me, and I'll throw a driver in another one. I'll find the right person or team, stick them in a truck, and let them go. DPG, there are people who have done that. I don't know how that works. I've never looked into it. Hasn't been done? Yes. So is it possible? Yes. What is the process? I don't know. What's going on, Kyle? What's going on? Nick and Carla. They must have a new video out? Geek, they were bad enough to keep me away from them for a couple of years, but it's better now, so we'll see. Does Prime have shops? Yeah, we have the Pittston terminal. It's got a shop. Salt Lake City, Utah's got a shop. Yeah, Chris, I bet you are, buddy. Nanja. Kyle's been on the railroad. Yes, Mike, you can. Destined for success, Decatur in the shop. Where am I tonight? I'm in Indianapolis. So I am hanging out in Indiana. Guys, don't forget to thumbs up. Also, starting tonight, starting with this video until the end of July, make sure you're a subscriber to both mine and Chad Rich's channels. When we post videos, make sure you give them a thumbs up and comment in the comment section, Richbags 2020, and then in those videos, guys. That'll put you in the running for one of our shirts, one of our Richbags 2020 Keep America Real shirts. We're going to give away 3 of them at the end of July. Yeah, Kelly, we have a whole terminal in Pittston, Pennsylvania. Shops, everything, dispatchers. We have a whole big terminal there. I won't say big, but we have a terminal there. Convet, let me put it this way. I rolled up in here at about 12:30 this afternoon, and the parking lot was full. The only reason I got parking is because someone pulled out when I was going around the parking lot. Nine months of winter experience. Yeah, that's for a trainer legend. If someone asked that, I missed it if they did. Yeah, parking's always tight here. All right, Phil, man. I'm glad everything went well for you. Take care. Yeah, Trucking Geek, I mean, my driver code is SOPCJ, and my recruiter's name is Dustin Hensley. Shit, Life Roller's better than the Freightliner. Let me put this out here really quick for Trucking Geek. There you go. SOPCJ is my driver code. Dustin Hensley is the recruiter I work with. How do you convince family members to become truck drivers? I mean, either they want to do it or they don't, guys. It's like I said, it's a lifestyle. There's a lot of people who can't handle it. Bribe them with money. Kevin's inside Ohio. Oh, I know right where you're at. You're at that TA there. I know you're at the TA because there's no way in hell you got parking at that Pilot. So you got to be at that TA. Got caught on the 70 closure. Yeah, the TA's got parking, the Pilot does not. Ever. Pilot's only got like 15 freaking spots to begin with. Yeah, well, Mac, no reason why you can't. As long as you fall within their requirements for your driving, as far as, you know, tickets, accidents, all of that. Yeah, there's no reason why you wouldn't be able to. So if someone comes to Prime and quits training and leaves the company, what do they owe? I don't know the exact number, but I hear it's like between $4,000 and $5,000. But I don't know because I didn't go through training here. So I don't know what that number is. But I know it's a lot. What's your money lane? Anything out of the Midwest. If it was up to me, like if I could like narrow pinpoint it every single load and get it and have it available exactly what I wanted, I would run from the upper Midwest, Chicago area, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and all that to Texas and back nonstop. That's what I would do. That's just me though. So let's see, Greg got 4,700 in revenue, I think he's saying. How am I doing in the Peterbilt? I mean, the Peterbilt's doing great. It's getting, like I said, even at 65 miles an hour from Virginia across 70 through Pennsylvania and West Virginia, Ohio, and into Indiana, I got 8.8 miles to the gallon. So someone asked about the hill descent. I am going to get back to that. Trucking Geek, we noticed a huge freight slowdown at the very beginning of the year. So it seems to be picking back up though. Jason, man, it's going good, man. It's going good. Right, Kyle? Well, I mean, Tom, here's the problem, Tom, with Northeast. Great pay going in, okay? Wonderful pay. Okay, the load I took into the Northeast, good pay going in. Sucks coming out. It just sucks when you got to leave out of there, man. I ended up going to New York. I ended up going to Long Island. Now, I would go to New York State. I just don't go to New York City. Except for that one time I went to Long Island. Because the load paid $6,000 bucks. I think it was either 5 or 6,000 I took it. And luckily it delivered on a Sunday morning. Is Prime getting too big for its own good? I don't think so. I don't think they are. Hey, trucking's a big business, man. Look, Swift's got 25,000 trucks. Prime's a third of the size of Swift. Okay? A third. 1/3 of the size of Swift and JB Hunt. I mean, so no. And if you look at it from that perspective, no, Prime's not getting too big. Heading back to Texas from Pitts to deadheading. Wow, that's a nice long run. Hopefully they paid you on that, Kelly. I get paid my deadhead like that. I must have missed one here. Why am I not seeing his comment? Why do I not see his comment? See, but I don't mind going to Florida because Florida even pays better to go to than the Northeast. Florida pays good enough. The loads pay well enough going into Florida for me to justify going into Florida and eating shit coming out. Because usually I can go into Florida and get out of Florida and come out at like $1.85 to $1.90 average total for the two loads. I can't do that in the Northeast. I cannot do it. No matter how hard I try, no matter how good the load is going in, coming out sucks. Coming out sucks. Okay, they're retired. I didn't keep my CDL and returned a regular license. Great driving, aircraft, and love driving. I miss it so much. What can I do? April, you're just going to have to go through the whole training program. That's what you're going to have to do. Well, we're not bringing in 100 people a week. Matter of fact, this week here we only had 33. We only had 33 PSD students available this week. Trucking Geek, Florida's a fairly quick turnaround because a lot of times they will deadhead you just up to Georgia. They don't screw around with it. They're not going to make you sit there and wait for a load. If they don't have it, they're going to say, hey, look, we ain't got no freight. Go to Georgia. That's some pimp shit. You find a driver. Well, no, but DL, they're in your truck. So you can still fire them. Yeah, like solo drivers at primes tend to stay in the middle of the country in the Northeast. Like east of I-35. Picking up at our plant, going to Ocala, then deadheading back to Texas. I don't know where Kelly's working. Picking up at our plant. New York State. Look, like I said, it's hard for me to go to the Northeast because even this time, guys, so let's look at it really quick. So someone was asking me a couple things. I got a couple things I'm remembering people were asking me. Okay, one was asking me mileage versus pay this week. So 645, 1777. I'll have 2,023 miles when I deliver this next load for the week. So 2,023 miles, and my revenue will be right at $3,900. It's going good, Kyle. Kyle, the last time I even had a puff off a cigarette was Mother's Day. Hey, Will, that depends on the customer. So Walmart's $50 an hour. I've gotten as much as like $125 or $130 an hour before for detention. It just depends on the customer. So, okay, so that's the answer to somebody's question. 2,023 miles this week. Right at 3,900 in revenue. Okay? 3,900, something like that. Okay, someone asked me, let me get back to it really quick before I forget. Thanks, Kyle, appreciate it, man. Kyle started my vaping, guys. Kyle sent me a vape, he sent me a twister, and I started using it, and then I switched to this mod here, and I switched to this Freemax tank, and it's all good. All right, hill descent in a Peterbilt. Someone asked me how that is. I love it. I think it's better than the Freightliner. Why do I think it's better than a Freightliner? I think it's better than a Freightliner. No, Nunya, that's before my expenses. So why do I think it's better than a Freightliner? I think it's better than a Freightliner because when you can have the Jake brake in operation in a Peterbilt while setting the cruise control all the time. All right? So I can set it at 65. Say I want to do 65 miles an hour. I set my cruise at 65. I put that Jake brake in 3. Anytime I get over 65, it's going to slow me back down to 65. All right? It'll usually let you go up to about 68, and then it'll kick in and start slowing you down. And in a Freightliner, you can only do it on a hill descent, and when you hit the bottom, if you don't forget to turn the Jake off, it keeps slowing you down. It doesn't pick its speed back up. Where in the Peterbilt, it'll just keep you at 65, and if you hit 64, the Jake brake turns off. And then you just immediately pick up speed again. Will, there's a maximum usually of like $500 a day. So, I mean, yes, if it was straight by an hour, but there is a maximum on detention. A lot of them, I think, is like $560 a day maximum. And like I said, no, that's before my expenses. So my fuel right now is at like $600. I'm gonna have to buy another $100 in fuel. So roughly, maybe a little less, because I just put 50 gallons in a little bit ago. So I'm probably gonna have about $700 in fuel this week. And my fixed expenses in this truck is just under $1,350, so we'll just call it $1,350. It's a little less than that. So I have $2,050 in expenses on $3,900. So that's going to leave me a check of $1,850 on 2,000 miles, 2,023 miles. Yeah, Kyle, a lot of them are doing that. A lot of them are doing that. So Illinois is going to require 160 hours of classroom as well in order to get your CDL. That's what Washington State is now requiring. I think Washington State's 140, might be 160. And is the reason why Prime no longer takes students from Washington. So, you know, you ain't training after getting out. Well, yeah, well, we do Prime's doing 50,000 miles now anyways. And then maybe that's why Prime's going to 50,000 miles for the training program. Maybe so many states are starting to pass these laws. Prime's just getting ahead of the game. That could be a lot of it. So, but that doesn't surprise me one bit. Jared, I'm no longer training, bud. Right now, I'm just riding solo. Will never happen. Autonomous trucks will never happen. There'll always be a driver in the truck. Like I said, some things may change. The truck may do a lot of the operational stuff by itself, but it will always have a driver in it. There is nobody in their right mind that is going to send an 80,000-pound vehicle torpedoing down the interstate without somebody in it. All right? It's not going to happen. It just will not happen. That's the easiest way for me to tell you it's not going to happen. There's not a single insurance company out there that will provide insurance for a company that will send an 80,000-pound torpedo down the interstate without somebody in it. It's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. They may have an automated truck, but there's still a driver in it. Shit, you can't get them to keep the damn highways up now that work. What the hell are you talking about? Building new highways? You're fucking crazy. That's my opinion. They'll never build dedicated lanes just for those trucks. They can't keep the highways we got in one piece. Yeah, you know, I'm around Jared all the time. Yeah, the infrastructure's not in place. Look, if they were about building dedicated lanes for automated trucks, they'd have built dedicated lanes just for trucks years ago to avoid these cities or to drive right through them without exits. You know, if they're gonna start building more interstate lanes, let's just build 2 lanes that drive right through with no exits. All right, that way cars don't even have the option of being on them. All right, You know, you can get on this road in the middle of nowhere in Texas, and there's going to be service plazas on it with fuel and food and parking, but there's no exits until you get to Memphis. And then in Memphis, they have a hub where you can get off, and you can get on 40, or you can get on 69, or you can get on wherever, and then boom, or you can get on it, and you can keep on going to the northeast. All right? Correct. Imagine construction zones. Yeah, fuel tax is going. Hey, Virginia just passed a fuel tax that is only effective on I-81. So, like, if you buy fuel on I-81 in Virginia, it's going to cost you like 20 cents more a gallon than if you bought it on I-77 in Virginia or I-64 in Virginia. I get a load price included in my dispatch DL, but they are going to what they call a load choice system where it will send you 3 loads at a time and you can pick one. Yeah, we're 95 in Virginia, yeah. So it's going to cost you more money to buy fuel on 81 just because of a new tax that only affects the I-81 corridor. So basically what happened was this. If you guys remember a few years ago, the state of Virginia tried to make I-81 a toll road. The government stepped in and said, hey, no, that road is built with public funds. You can't do that. Okay? Because any road built with public funds is not supposed to be able to become a toll road. That's just the reality of it. That's the law. So Virginia couldn't do that. So now what they did is they come back, and so now instead of 81 being a toll road, Virginia found a loophole and went, okay, we're just going to raise the fuel tax on the I-81 corridor. So any gas station or truck stop, so this affects cars too. So it's on regular gas and diesel. It's on both. Any gas station or diesel stop on I-81 has a higher tax rate, state tax rate on fuel than anywhere else in the state. Whew. You can ask for a trucking geek. As a lease operator, I can fuel anywhere I want. But they will, if I ask for it, they will send me a fuel route that will show me the cheapest spots on my route. But I'm not required to use them as a lease operator. But yeah, they do send it to me. It shows me the cheapest ones. Okay, so Kelly paid $2.98 in Tom's Brook. Let's look at the prime price for fuel in Tom's Brook this morning, or today. This will give you guys an idea about our fuel discounts. Prime gets huge fuel discounts, guys. If you guys didn't know, Prime is sponsoring the Love's car in the Kansas City race. In the NASCAR race for the Kansas City race. Let me find Tom's Brook, Virginia. How is this it? Yep. Here it is. Love's, Tom's Brook, Virginia. Fuel price. Can y'all see that? Probably not. I hate that fucking phone. $2.21 a gallon today for Prime drivers. Chris already looked it up. So $2.21. $2.21 a gallon today for Prime. That's one thing that people don't take into consideration that you really need to, guys, when you're searching for a company to go to work for. Make sure you ask all the questions. And fuel discounts are a huge freaking question. Fuel is your biggest cost as a lease operator. Okay, it's your biggest variable cost as a lease operator, guys. Find out what kind of discounts you're going to receive while driving for that company as a lease operator. It can make or break you. It really can. Primes are the biggest discounts that I've seen. I mean, way bigger than I was ever getting at KLLM. KLLM, I was lucky to get 20 cents off a gallon. DPG, it's included in my truck payment. Unless you're talking about health insurance. $1.92 in Morris, Illinois right now. Look at that, $1.92 a gallon. Unfortunately, I wish I was going that way, but I'm not. I always fuel at the Pilot in Morris, or the Pilot in East St. Louis, or the Flying J in Effingham. When I'm in Illinois, no matter what route I'm on, I find one of those places and I fill up when I'm in Illinois. Heck yeah. Truck insurance? No, it's included in my lease payment. It's not separate. It's included in the lease payment. See, that's another question right there. You know, see, I catch shit all the time on here, guys, from people about, oh, you pay too much for your truck. Well, it's not just my truck, you know, it's the insurances, everything's included in that. It's all one package. It's all grouped together. And the trucks are 3 years old, you know, no older than 3 years old. So they're under warranty the whole time. So we don't have a maintenance fund. All right. KLN, they took out 11 or 10 cents a mile for a maintenance fund. Every week they took $300 a week out of my check. So my truck payment was $5 something. My maintenance fund was $300 and something. All right, so that's $8 something. The insurance was $200. So now we're at $1,000 something. All right. Well, I pay $1,030 for this Peterbilt. I was paying $1,000 something for my Freightliner over there that had 400,000 miles on it and was falling apart. My maintenance fund was never capped. It caps at $10,000, but it was never capped because it was constantly in the shop. Someone asked about, no, I pay 72% of the tolls and I pay for all my scales. But I don't ever scale my truck because we have the scales on the dashboard and on the trailers. You know? But yeah, I mean, once you get down to the grassroots of it, trust me, guys, I've done both. Personally, I've done both. All right, I did KLM at a $500 a week truck payment. I'm doing Prime at a $1,000 a week truck payment. I'm making more money at Prime. Period. I can prove it to you. I can show it to you. If I ever meet you in person, I can pull out the tax forms and I can show you. I carry them with me for that reason. All right? I can show you. And it drives me crazy because people don't get it. And so some people I don't even try to explain it to anymore because they'll never grasp the concept of it. Oh, you're paying twice as much as you did at KLM. Yes, I am. And at the end of the day, the bottom line, I'm still making more money. All right? Still making more money. And I'm actually not paying more. But, I mean, you actually have to break it down and show them that. Why am I not an owner-operator? Because I like the idea at this point in my life still that if I decide I want to walk away from trucking, I can walk away from trucking tomorrow. Okay? As an owner-operator, you can't do that. If I go to Freightliner and I buy a truck and I sign on the bottom line and I take out a loan from a bank for $145,000, $150,000, tomorrow, if I decide I'm done with trucking, there's a lot more involved than just taking someone a set of keys and walking away. All right? That's why I lease rather than owner-op. Because tomorrow, if I decide I don't want a truck, I'm going to walk in the door and I'm going to hand them my keys and I'm going to say, have a good day. Thank you for the opportunity. It was a blast. And I'm free and clear. So, that is the easiest answer to that question. W990 is the truck. If y'all saw my video the other day, I saw that KW at Prime and it said operated by Prime Inc. on it. Someone said we weren't getting them, but I don't know. I don't know. Good luck in the process, Tony, because it is a process to come to Prime. Look, there's a lot of people who will tell. We have people in this room that can tell you. Prime is not CR England. Prime is not Swift. Prime does not take every person that fills out an application, guys. They don't. They don't do it. Prime does not just hire everybody who wants to come. So there is a process involved. Prime just brought the Volvos. Yeah, the 20 of them or 25 of them, whatever there is, yeah, they've got them there. No, Christy, they don't get anything. They don't get anything special like that. Like even in this truck, all the extras like the refrigerator and the HID headlights and stuff, I had to order all that and pay for it. So even though I'm in a walkaway lease, when I order a truck, if I want all this extra shit, I can get it, but I got to pay for it out of pocket. And the other catch to that is it has to stay on the truck. So like if I turn my keys in tomorrow and walk away, I can't say, well, I paid for this fridge and take it out. It has to stay. But they tell you that in advance. They tell you that before you order it. How much experience do I have? My hire date into trucking is March 6, 2006. So just over 13 years. Upfront and payments. DPJ, I'm able to do it in payments. I've been at Prime a couple years. They allowed me to do mine in payments. So I had $2,000 in extras. They took it out $200 a week for 10 weeks. I've been at Prime just over 2 years. I came to Prime February 13th of 2017. Tony, it takes a little while now. It's going to run close to 4 months. 4 months. DL, I don't know because I'm not an owner-operator, so I've never been in that situation. You'd have to get with some of the owner-operators on here and find out those kind of questions. You know, it's a little easier when you're a lease operator because you already know you're a lease operator. You already know the company is going to take care of plates and insurance and all that kind of crap. As a straight owner-operator, there's a lot more going on. And I just don't know the answers to that. I just don't. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I do because I don't. Yeah, Phil, Prime can be really picky. Prime can be real picky. Yeah, sleeping behind someone's always difficult. Gosh, I'm going to tell you, but it's almost scary for me to say. So the question is, what kind of qualifications do they require in order to become a trainer? I am going to give you the qualifications, not my opinion. Okay? So let me repeat that. I will give you the qualifications. I will not give you my opinion on it. Qualifications to become a trainer at Prime. If you went through their training program, they require 9 months solo and 1 winter driving season. Okay? If you came from another company, I think they require like 9 months of over-the-road experience and some classes or something. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Make sure you're 100% honest with everything on your app. They will turn you down if you lied, even if it's small. That is correct, guys. Don't bullshit them, because they're going to find out. All right? Prime does run a driving record. They do run a background check on you. They're going to call your previous employers. They're going to call them. All right? They're going to verify the dates you worked there. So they're going to verify. Owner op makes $7K a week. I mean, I'm doing like $5K revenue as a solo. When I was training, I mean, like my my average weeks were over 8,000, but I had weeks where I did $10, $11, $12,000 in revenue. But here as a lease operator, I mean, my average revenue weeks are probably 45-ish to somewhere between 45 and probably averages at 45. But I've had weeks over 6,000. So 7,000 a week if you're running solo, that's pretty good revenue. Yeah, you're coming out pretty good then. You're doing real well. No doubt about it. How far do they go back? They want you to be prepared to provide 10 years. All right? That's what they want. It just depends on the week, man. It just depends on the week. Yeah, it just depends. Yeah, it just all depends. I mean, so like on a normal week of like 4,500 in revenue, I can take home like 2,200. And that's before taxes, of course. But that's how much they give me, and then of course I got to pay taxes. How's cooking? Kyle, I love it. I got that skillet. I can't use the air fryer though. Air fryer pulls too much. Yeah, Tony, your family can ride with you. Matter of fact, if you're a lease operator at Prime, they don't even have an age limit on riders. So like your kids can ride with you even when they're small. Company driver's different. Company driver has an age limit of 11 or 12 or something. But lease operators don't have an age limit. So like if you have a 7-year-old and you're a lease operator or Prime, you can throw them in a truck over the summer and take them for a ride. And I say 7 because I think 7 or 8 is probably about the youngest that I would ever try. I think younger than that would be way too much. Yeah, but you're an owner-op, so that's different. You're in a different game, buddy. You have a lot more commitment behind it. You know what I mean? You're an owner-operator. You're in it for the long haul. Like I said, one thing I like about leasing is I can decide tomorrow I don't want to drive truck no more, and I can hand somebody the keys and I'm done. I don't have a truck note I got to worry about. I don't have equipment I got to worry about selling or breaking even on or getting paid. All I can do is just hand some keys away and walk away. You can't do that. I can. What's up with David H? He's always hanging out with Trucker Girl. They're friends. They're friends. Does Prime pull trucking for random inspections? No. I think they do. Like cleanliness. Yeah, cleanliness. Yeah, cleanliness inspections. That's what they call them. I mean, you just take it from there. What part of Florida? Down by Tampa. All right, Dennis, have a good night. How much do they control your maintenance as a lease operator? Well, I mean, they have to stay within the guidelines of the warranty. And so they require you to get the oil changed with whatever the guidelines for the warranty are. So I think it's 75,000 miles is what I think it is. For like oil changes, filter changes and all that. 75,000 miles. $75K. Peterbilt 60, okay. It may be different here, Kelly. I'll be honest. Oh, I can tell you. Hold on. I can tell you what it is. Hold on. I can tell you exactly what it is. On my truck. $75,000. Chassis lubes, $37,500. My APU service is 2,000 hours. My tractor oil change is 75,000 miles. My air filter is 100,000 miles. The DEF cleaning and filter replacements, 300,000. That's it. How much does it take of fuel for me on average? Well, one thing I do like about the Peterbilt is the fuel gauge works properly. For those of you that drive Freightliners, you understand what I mean. A Freightliner, the empty light will come on. If you go to fill it, you can barely get 140 gallons in it. And you know it holds 200, so I mean, you know you had a lot more than that. Mine, if my fuel light's on, this thing will drink 180 gallons. It works good. Max, it has 15,000 miles on it. Yeah, man, thank you. Kyle, I think the biggest fill up I had was in, it was out west. I think it might have been in Utah. And they drank like 170 gallons, and it was like almost $600. Because, you know, the prime discount isn't reflected at the pump. It actually comes on the bill. So I don't pay what's at the pump. You know, I mean, I pump it, I get the receipt, and then when they actually bill me for it, it's cheaper. I'm responsible for my own deductible. I'm responsible for my own deductible. Mine works pretty good. I mean, I'm not having any options. Here's the thing, though. We have APUs, so we don't idle very much. So our DEF systems hardly ever have issues. How do I send you? Kyle, you're not sending me a tank of fuel. Thank you, though, but no. I'm thinking about doing lease in the flatbed division. What is your advice? Knight, my advice would be talk with Busy Blake. I'm pretty sure Busy Blake is flatbed, and I don't know if he's lease or company. You might want to ask him. But I would talk with Busy Blake. He's a YouTuber here at Prime, and he's a flatbedder. Ooh. Send it in 5-gallon cans. What's the starting cent per mile for a company driver at Prime? 45 cents if you're driving a condo unit, 49 cents if you're driving the lightweight, the small sleeper. So if you're driving a condo, full-size condo, it's 45 cents a mile. And yeah, right. So condo, 45 cents for company driver. The smaller sleeper, they call it a lightweight truck, is 49 cents a mile. That's starting pay here for company drivers. So Prime went to a new APU. It's a new Thermo King. And we no longer have the separate heating system and all that. And so far I like this one. It's been kind of nice and quiet. We'll see this winter how the heat does. Do I still have my inflatable girlfriend? Yes, I do. I do still have Judy. Judy is here in the truck somewhere. I can't remember though. I can't remember if she's in the container up here or under the bed. I'm thinking Judy's under the bed. Chris, it's still a tri-pack, but it's a new version of it. It's still a tri-pack, but it's a new version of it. I will hang on to Judy until I catch Chad Rich or David H. sleeping one time at the yard. And then Judy will then be blown up and zip-tied to their deer guard. That's what will end up happening with Judy. Correct, Chris. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you. See, here's the, I don't know, can you see it? That's it. I don't have the Websto bunk heat. If anybody's wondering what this is for my DirecTV satellite system. But yeah. I really like the door locks back here in the sleeper in the Peterbilt. So it's got a door lock button. I can lock the doors from back here in the sleeper. What's going on, Kevin? Hey, Kevin was up at Soldier Field, man. Hey, Kevin, how was your visit up there to Chicago? Kevin and Ollie were up at Soldier Field delivering grass. Hey, Alex, they have a contract with Epic View. I have to pay for it, but they make it available. The Wii Boost, any review on that, worth 500 or not? I have no idea. I've never used it. So DirecTV put deliver weed. I knew somebody was going to say that. I knew they were going to turn that into weed or ass, one of them, but I guess he was delivering turf up there. It was pretty cool. I seen the pictures on Instagram. I would imagine he probably made a video on it too, I would think. Let's take a peek. I haven't looked. Nope. I don't see a video on it. Oh, that's always fun. Yeah, let the student drive down. There's a Unilever right down the road. My brother picked up at it. He said it's pretty tight down through there. Yeah, Chad got me the other day. Yeah. So guys, the DirecTV system here, they when you initially get it the first time, they charge you $200 because they provide you with a TV and everything. And then they charge you $165 for the install, I believe. So it ends up being like $365 to get it. And then it's $24 a week. So like when I had it moved truck to truck, it cost me $300 total. Then to take it out of the old one, put it in the new one. Yet heading to Fontana from Chicago. Isn't that crazy, Kevin? Crazy, man. They've been doing that to a lot of trucks. Guys, it's berry season in California, okay? And the problem is we don't have enough freight going to California to cover all of the freight we have coming out of California. And so, like, they're paying guys to go empty to California constantly over, 15, 16, 1,700 miles empty into California. It's crazy. Kevin, what are they paying you? $1.02? $1.02 a mile? Usually when they deadhead us that far, they usually pay us like $1.02 a mile, I believe, is the normal rate. Some fleet managers pay a little more, is what I hear. Mine pays $1.02. So he gives me $1.02 if he deadheads me, let's just say 400 miles. Best in crash. Yeah, look, I'll go. Hey, if you want to pay me $1.02 a mile to drive around the country empty, I'll do it. I can make money at $1.02 a mile empty. Who's my fleet manager? My fleet manager's Tim Malak out of Denver, Colorado. It's the first time I've ever said that on YouTube, I think, but that's who it is. It's Tim Malak out of Denver, Colorado. Yeah, right, Roush? That would be nice. Now, I know company drivers that do 500 miles empty all the time. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of company drivers that do huge empty miles. But they get paid by the mile, so they don't care. Yeah, $1.02. Well, here we go. God. Ah. There we go. I know, I never have to. What's today? Today's Saturday? Yeah. Saturday night. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. That's okay. It's about time anyhow. It's been a couple hours. It's time to relax a little bit. I get to sleep in the morning. I only have 300 miles to go tomorrow. And my customer has parking when I get there. His mugshot. That's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So I just have a 300-mile trip tomorrow. Pays $800-900, something like that. Dan, nothing I know of. I don't know when it's going to happen. The last thing I read said it was going to happen in June. It did not happen this month. So I don't know. Maybe they just haven't decided yet on exactly what changes they're going to make. They had two different paths they were looking at, two different sets of changes that they were going to do. And the biggest thing is both of them were showing the removal of the 30-minute break thing. I hope that goes through. Wow, and you're only going Colton to Cheyenne too. That's kind of crazy. It's a good load though. I've had that one recently. Well, yeah, you can get it for like $600, Roush. You can get it for like $600, $650 in a Prime Company store. They actually sell it, but you can get it online too. You can get it and have it put in, and then you just have to order your own service through DirecTV. Guys, I'm just a big believer in being able to walk away from anything I want to walk away from. And that's why, even like the DirecTV, you know what? Just I'll pay the $24 a week, just put it in my truck, because I'm not committed to it. You know, if I have two options to do things, and one of them requires commitment and the other one doesn't, guess what? I'm going without the commitment. Possibly, Dan. Possibly, yeah. So I picked up a phone call. I picked up yesterday morning and it was set at negative 20, and I made it all the way until 2 o'clock today without getting fuel. I don't know. I don't know. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up and call it a night. This was a good live, man. Don't forget, guys, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Chad Rich's channel. Throughout the month of July, like our videos and comment Rich Bags 2020 in them. That'll put you in the drawing for 3 of these Rich Bags 2020 Keep America Real shirt we're going to give away at the end of July. Sorry, guys. I keep getting a phone call I've got to take. So that's why I got to go. All right, be safe, be smart. Find the path, find the road, find the place that's going to make you successful. Shiny side up, rubber side down, and I'll see you guys on the highway.